Top 10 characteristics of a good website. A website is a public application that usually targets any number of users. If you're building a website, you want to make sure you build something that is likable and usable. In this article, I talk about top 10 characteristics a good website must possess. Number 1. Functional. A website is designed to serve a purpose, usually to solve a problem. For example, a job board has a purpose where employers can post jobs and job seekers can find and apply for jobs. Once applied, there should be a way for candidates and employers to communicate and keep up to date with a job application. If you build a job board and it only lets you post jobs, that's not enough. Number 2. Easiness. A website should be easy to use and navigate. When users visit your website, do they find the information they are looking for, without struggling? Does your website provide easy navigation to jump from one page to another and go back? Number 3. Relevant content. You do not want to put content on a website that is not relevant to the users. You do not want to put car details on a job board. If your website is a job board, it should have content and tips related to being a good candidate, such as how to create a professional resume and how to behave in an interview. You do not want to post about cars or sports on a job board. Number 4. Modern. You want to make sure your website is using current trends and technologies. You do not want to build a website that does not support today's needs. For example, responsiveness and fluid web designs are the key requirements for modern websites. You do not want to create fixed page layouts for your website that doesn't support mobile readability. Number 5. Optimized. Your website and its content should be optimized for different devices, browsers, data speed, search engines, and users. If your website is not optimized for mobile data users and their download speed, users may leave your website. If your website does not support common modern browsers, you may be missing out on some users. If your website is not optimized for popular smartphones and their sizes, users may not want to visit your website. Number 6. Responsive. Responsive web design is a modern need. A responsive website changes its layout and options to fit the device and browser size. For example, a website may provide more options on a large PC monitor compared to on a mobile phone. Number 7. Performance and speed. Does your website load fast enough to show visitors what they are looking for? Your website can't be slow when presenting content to its visitors. If your website takes more than 2 seconds to load, it is probably too slow. Number 8. Reliable. Is your website reliable? If I apply for a job, does your website send me on-time notifications and messages to keep me posted with the updates? Can I access your website whenever and wherever? Is your website up and running 24/7? Number 9. Scalable. Do you have sufficient infrastructure to support your website and its visitors? A website should be able to scale to a number of potential visitors. Not only should the website's user interface be scalable, but the back-end database, APIs, and services too should be able to scale. Number 10. Secure. Security is a major concern to today's web visitors. You need to make sure that your website follows industry standards and guidelines. For example, if you have user registration feature, you want to make sure that user passwords are encrypted and not displayed in plain text. You also want to ensure that the website is secure and uses SSL encryption. If you've forgotten a password feature, you do not want to provide a reset password feature without asking the security questions to the user.